Morning, everybody. It is Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to finish up, so I have to rebuild my PC this week. So I'm fixing some stuff, trying to get ready for the day's show. So let's see work, and it says a bunch of different stuff about them. That they're trying to, that they've been affected by the pandemic, by COVID. That they've been trying to find, assistance, that they don't have anywhere else to go, and there's a couple other things on there. And so basically they have to fill out the paperwork and they have to sign it, right? So we have a guy who, in his defense, he has been trying to get assistance, but he did send us an email where he basically said, I'm just going to have to, quit out of my lease and I'm going to have to move home with my parents. Okay, so that breaks one of those rules. So anyway, he was supposed to go to court on Monday for eviction. He sent us an email on Sunday, and basically he included page 1 of the CDC orders, but he didn't include page 2 where he signs it and a bunch of other stuff. He said basically, I'm going to have I'm sending you the paperwork. I'm going to give it to the judge tomorrow. I'll see you in court. It was nice, but whatever. I don't know if he was nice or not, but it sounds like he was nice. So anyway, we showed up for court on Monday, and he didn't show. Didn't come. So, in our defense, we asked the judge, we said, hey, supposedly he's got CDC orders. We've only seen page 1. We haven't seen his actual signature, which basically is, he won't perjure himself, by saying that none of this stuff is incorrect, right? He's basically saying that everything here is correct. I don't have anywhere to go. I don't, I've been affected. I've looked for as much assistance as is possible. And, I just don't, whatever. And so anyway, we hadn't seen the paperwork. So the judge, she looked it up. She said, no, I don't have any paperwork either. So anyway, they granted us eviction. I guess he must have slept in or something. I don't know. He showed up late in the day and then provided the paperwork to the courts. So we're still trying to figure out how that's going to pan out. So I have heard of people who are, some of the courts supposedly are handing out the CDC orders to the tenants. I'm not sure how that works, because most of the time it's the landlord who goes in and fills out the paperwork, files the eviction. And then the tenants don't show up for court until the day of the eviction hearing. So unless the court, let me make sure my sound is working. Is my sound working? Yeah, sound's working. So unless the court is meeting them at the door and saying, hey, here's your paperwork, turn it in, you won't have to be evicted now. I'm not sure how that would work. But I know Center Township, they're not handing it out if you don't already have it. But supposedly some courts are handing it out to the tenants. And then supposedly in Center Township, the constable, it's how you get an eviction and then the tenant doesn't move out. You do what they call a forced eviction, where you exercise the writ, and then basically the constable shows up and you have to pay for a moving crew to move their stuff into storage. That's it, one-time fee. Usually it's, $450 to $1,000. But you pay a one-time fee to get it all, to get it moved out. And really what it is that the movers show up and they go, yeah, this is good, I'll take that. That's bad, I don't want that. That's bad, I don't want that. Ooh, there's cockroaches everywhere. You got to treat it first, and then we'll come back and we'll pick it all up. And then they probably charge you for 2 trip charges. So, I have heard that the constable, if he shows up at the house, let's say you already got your eviction, they're supposed to be out by Tuesday, they don't move out on Tuesday, and then you have to, you exercise your writ to force the move out, if the constable shows up, and then at that point they hand the CDC paperwork to the constable. Supposedly the constable is saying, our hands are tied. They're not being evicted, and you got to pay a trip charge for the moving crew. Usually it's like $250, I think, a little bit over $250. So it's kind of a no-win situation. You know, we've got a lot of people who are using and abusing this. You've got, I mean, I get it. If you're in dire straits, then yes, that's what this is there for. But we're getting people who are using and abusing it. And, you know, the residents still owe their rent, and they still all owe all their late fees. I mean, it even says that in the CDC order. So January 1st, you could just be like, you owe me 6 months worth of rent and all the late fees, and I want it right now. And if they don't do it, then you can evict them. But, you know, on the other end of the spectrum, what are you going to do? If their rent is $750 a month, I don't know, let's do 700, it's an easier number. If their rent is $700 a month, and they're 3 months behind, right? Because actually, there's just, I mean, right now it's whatever. Let's say they're 3 months behind. $700 a month, $2,100. So come January 1st, that doesn't even include late fees. So what are you going to do? If somebody's paying $700 a month and you're going to try and, you're probably not going to get $2,100 out of them right then and there on, you know, January 1st. But you're going to ask them, hey, I need you to pay an extra, $100 a month or $200 a month? Probably $100 a month. So it's going to take 21 months to get your money back from this. And, I mean, that's a decent chunk of change for these people. So I just don't know, you know, not to mention the fact that you got a lot of owners who are paying mortgage payments each month, right? So if a good day, my cash flow on a property that I got a loan on is $100 to $200. So if I got to make mortgage payments for 3 months, then, you know, so I got 9 months and I made $100 a month. I made $900. How far is that going to go towards my mortgage payment? You know, my expenses on that house are $600 a month if it's a $700 rental, right? You got $100 a month cash flow. So $900 is not going to go very far towards that. Not even a month, right? Is it a month? Whatever, $900, month and a half. So anyway, you know, and let's say you were savvy and you got $200 a month, right? So 9 months, $1,800. I'm going to make $600. Yeah, 3 months payments, and then I'm hosed. And right now we're October? So we got October, November, December. So there's 3 months before we can file eviction on them again. And most likely at this point they've already not been paying. So anyway, so it's just kind of a bad situation. So anyway, all right. So we're going to do an analysis on a house. And then I could give you. I'm waiting. I'm still working on I have a bank project going. I have a 1900s bank that we bought, and I don't know if I ever shared this with you guys. We went into I think I did last show. The walls of the. I don't even think it's the vault. It was basically the walls of the, I don't know if it's a secure area where they had safe deposit boxes or what, but it was like 3/4 inch steel all the way around, floor, ceilings, walls, everything. And then they used a torch to cut it out. So it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't done recently. Anyways, so I'm in the process of gutting that thing to studs. We are finding some of the white stuff nobody wants to see. Asbestos, so we'll get that remediated. That's, you know, in the plan. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do with this property. A lot of my friends are. My current budget on that property is about $70,000 for rehab. I think we're going to be a little light on that, but I thought I was going to be a little light on that way back in the day. And so anyway, so we're trying to figure out the game plan on this thing. I'm still getting it gutted to studs. I just got a bid for the roof, labor alone for the roof. There's 3 roofs. Roofs, R-O-O-V-E-S. That's the way I always heard it was, but everybody spells it roofs, R-O-O-F-S. I don't know. Anyways, the 3 roofs, the labor alone is $8,800. Actually, it's gonna be about $9,000 because I got to rebuild the flue, the chimney. And then the materials, I'm going to go in with a, what we're going to do is we're going to jack it's a flat roof. 2 of the roofs are flat roofs. And we're going to jack up one of those roofs by about a foot on the one side. And then, we'll have this flat roof. I'm going to replace it with metal roofs. I was talking to Frank, baby. Shipping cost for the steel to New York. I don't know, brother. Frank, baby, I don't deal with a lot of flat roofs, and evidently Brooklyn is mostly flat roofs. So I didn't realize that flat roofs only last about 10 years. So, the torch down, or the, what do they call it, the TPO, I think that's what it is. Those only last about 10 years. So anyway, I think we're going to go with metal roof. And my roofer said that he would guarantee it for 40 years. So 2 of the roofs we're going to get metal roof. One of the roofs is a normal pitched roof. It's an addition on the side, and I'm just going to do asphalt shingles there. I can get away with it, so we'll do that. Should be cost for the steel. You want the steel from the vault area? Well, drive your little Fiat out here, and you can take it down, and we'll just load up your Fiat, and you can go. I'm sure your roof will get a little lower in that Fiat, but that doesn't bother me. It's not my Fiat. So anyways, all right. So we're going to do a house. We're going to run the numbers on it. This is one we just got back off of rent. It was an inherited tenant, and they left us a bunch of stuff. So anyways, we're going to do this house real quick. We'll run the numbers on it. Then we'll see how we're going. We'll do it from there. All right, kids, let's see if I can get some of this stuff running. Intro. Oh, that's not working. Nothing's working. All right, so let's do this. All right, so let me fire this up. Let me go forward a little bit. Let me get my Evernote out. I'm running slow today. Sorry, guys. I've got a bunch of monitors, and my monitors all are discombobulated because I'm redoing this all. All right, so let me do a new note. Oops. All right, let's watch this bad boy. Can you guys see what's going on? Yeah.
You can see roof looks all right. The wrap on the fascia board there is coming loose just above the porch. This downspout right here at the front corner of the porch,
is that loud
a little
enough?
bit crooked.
Louden it up.
May need to replace that one. Some vines growing on the fence, but the fence itself looks pretty decent. Got a little loose spot right here. Pieces are here. You might be able to just straighten that out. House is kind of dirty.
Just kind of dirty.
A little hole in the siding right there. This window has a screen. This window does not have a screen. This window has a screen. You can see the gutters are full of little trees starting to grow there. So it needs to be cleaned out.
So a couple things. So we got some newer windows here, and then we got this huge tree, and it's growing over top of the house, and so the gutters are filling up with junk from the tree. So in a perfect world, we would trim this tree back to where it's not over top of the house, but I don't know if that's if we're gonna have a perfect world on this one. So I'm thinking that we're gonna clean these gutters out, and we're gonna put in some gutter guard, because the tenants will never ever clean their own gutters, even though it's in the lease that they're supposed to do it. And I don't want to send somebody out there, and if you tons and tons of weight up in there from all the tree limbs and saplings and leaves and all that crap is just going to have them coming off the wall, and then we're going to have other foundational issues. So I'm going to say we're going to clean out the gutters and install gutter guards.
Here's your.
And then as far as screens, so these are relatively newer windows here, but money-wise, feasible-wise, especially on the lower income houses, it's not worth it to build new frames because the residents are they just destroy them. So what you typically want to do is you put in like a furring strip. It's which about a inch and a half inch wide, and it's about, I don't know, it's probably about a half inch thick, 3/8 inch thick. Anyways, and you put that around you. So you basically you put it on the top. The screen just flows down, and then you go around the outside edges with the furring strip, and you just tack it into place. And it makes it faster and easier to replace screens on these houses. And you're not having to spend all the money on the aluminum or aluminium, as the Brits like to call it.
Electric service comes in a little low, but if they hook it up there, I guess it works. There's that window has a screen.
Woohoo,
this
screens.
downspout you can see is missing the end and doesn't have any extension on it. And then here the fence is pretty messed up. Looks like, I think that post is supposed to be the end post. Yeah, the gate's supposed to go across over between the fence and the house. So this should have another post here. This post that's laying down right here should be up.
So it looks like this post here was up, but something bent it over. But it's too long anyway, so we probably need to cut this off, and maybe we need to plant this down. I don't know if we can straighten this up and then just fix it, or what we got to do.
So we'll probably need to replace that post, and then hopefully you can just stretch the chain link over there. More vines on the fence out here.
Natural cover.
And this post is bent as well. Looks like somebody hit that. Nice little trash pile. Not too big. They left most of the trash in the house. Missing a piece of the fascia wrap up at the top peak on the second roof height there, the higher one in the back here. No handrail for these steps. I think code enforcement would require that if they were to take a look. Screen on that window. Small little piece of siding broken down there on the bottom piece.
Ooh, so most of our windows have got screens.
Back
so that's
door
kind
looks
of
like it's in decent shape. And I was able to get it to close and lock and everything from inside. This screen is here.
Potential spam.
We're not going to be able to really get in between the fence and the house over here. Pretty overgrown.
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever goes
Missing
over there.
the top piece of siding here. I can't tell if that little window there has a screen or not. Siding, other than that missing piece there, looks okay. Got some dents to the gutter, and it looks like it's got some tree debris in it. So, I mean, just clean the gutters all around the house. Should take care of that. You've got
The next door neighbor looks decent.
I would say you probably want to cut down all these weeds growing over here.
got central air.
Up at the front. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll go back around to the front and see if we can get a better angle on it. But there's like a tree growing up into the soffits, so try to take care of that before it gets worse. There's a satellite dish back here holding a tree branch up on the roof there. Here's remnants of a screen.
Woohoo! That's probably the one
So that may be what was supposed to be in this window.
Yeah.
We've already looked at it on the way through.
Bunch of trash. That's what we like to see.
You can see this angle.
Not.
I think the house is real dirty there on that part under the
blinds.
porch awning, and then it's kind of got
or
some
cat.
mildew growth on the front of it here. These windows could use either paint or wrap on the trim around them. No screen there. It looks like maybe that's a new window, but then these two are older. No screens on any of them. I don't think the middle opens, but no screens on either of the side ones. It looks like this tree, bush, whatever it is mostly dead. So I'd say remove at least the dead part, maybe the whole thing. And we do have an extension here, but it's not getting the water real far from the house since it ends 6 inches from the foundation.
That's
right
kind of
there.
the point, is to get the water away.
but like this tree here and that tree there need to come out before they get any worse. Gutter looks okay here. Downspout's okay. Just need to relocate the extension. I don't think the extension's actually attached there, at least not fully. And then this top row of siding right here is also missing. Hopefully that's showing up on the camera.
I had written down
That's the
towards
best
the
thing
back,
you can get
but
on the
it's
rest of
not
that stuff.
towards the back.
I
It's
can't
the
tell. It
whole
doesn't look
side.
like there's any issues over on that little part of the house there. Front gate was latched when I got here, so I think that it's working all right. Looks like these steps have been gone over with some concrete over the existing concrete, and right here it's starting to chip away. So I don't know, maybe try to redo that. This railing's supposed to be up here. I can't get it there, but maybe you can get it bent back up to the right spot and secure it on there somehow.
So what I would say here is, let's go back.
Thing's supposed to be.
So what I would say here is obviously somebody has used this for support and it gave way, because we can see
Chip away.
that there was not enough room over here. So I guess a couple things here we could do. We could add, we could put it back where it needs to go. We could patch it in with some cement patch, but then maybe we're going to have some sort of a support board or whatever to keep it from coming out again, right? Or so basically, like, we sister board up to this thing, so we got to drill some holes into the concrete and then put a board up there, and then that'll hopefully keep this from breaking out again in the future. But probably a better solution would be to put a handrail here going down on those two steps that they could put their weight on. So you're going to dig it into the ground. You're going to get your better support. And that's going to be the more stable one, because anybody who touches any of these little wrought iron fences knows that they're jiggle jaggle, whatever. So I think that if you put you could probably just put in a pressure treated ground contact, couple boards here that are a little bit heavier duty, and then that way somebody can come up and down. They'll put their weight on that. They're going to realize that's a lot more sturdy than this every day of the week.
So I don't know, maybe.
Hey, free
that.
stroller!
This railing.
My baby is saved.
Railing's supposed to be up here. I can't get it
That's
there.
Free
but
patio
maybe you can
furniture.
get it bent back up to the right spot and secure it on
What's that? What is that?
on there somehow.
Looks like the wing off a car, maybe.
So here's what we were talking about. The house is just dirty on the siding. And we've got like some streamers taped up on this front door. This light, I think, is a motion sensor light or dusk or dawn, whatever.
This
Maybe
house
both.
looks super familiar
It
to me.
looks broken.
I feel like
Power's
I've
off
seen
here,
this
so I
house
can't.
before. I mean,
tell
I
so
have
much
not been into it.
electric-wise. The door had been kicked in.
I should look at my
So
old
it's gonna
emails. I
need
bet you
new-
somebody tried to sell this to
new
me before our
jammer.
current owner bought it.
A new, just like a jam.
Hey, free hand truck.
Piece or
That's
whatever.
worth it. I mean, I'm serious. Hand truck? Hey, there's free fan. Missing the cover
Here's
shield.
inside. Got stickers
You're
on the
stupid
wall.
enough to stick your fingers
with
in
the
there.
hand
You're
truck.
dumb.
Floors are tile. They look pretty good.
Couple will be
There's a
replaced.
few that I'm guessing were replaced before they moved in, or maybe they replaced them. I don't know. They
Hate
match
those
okay,
stickers.
but you can tell which ones they are. More stickers on the wall. Some furniture. Upside down. Doesn't like to go up that high. There we go. The globe's missing from the ceiling fan. And I think this is just all trash. So you probably just need to clean out all the trash.
Interesting factoid.
Get all the stickers off the walls. Clean the floors. And
The
I think
tenant that
that'll
was
take
living
care
in
of
this house
most of
applied
what
for
this
one of
room
our other
needs.
rentals.
Depending how the tape comes off, may
What do
need
you
new
think? Should we rent to her
paint
again?
as well. Here's our kitchen. Not too bad on the trash in
I don't even
here.
need to answer that.
Cabinets look like they're in decent shape.
So the flooring's not too bad. My boss texted me. Don't worry.
Ooh, 04OCT2020.
What is that thing? Coffee maker?
So cabinets look okay on the uppers. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like they got like a jack holding it up. So may need some analysis there to see. I'm not going to move it because if it is holding them up, I don't want them to fall down. But just checking them to see if that's actually holding it up or if that was there for some other unknown reason. Bunch of trash in the sink. The sink itself looks like it's going to be okay once all that's out of there. The countertop.
I mean, somebody did this rehab. It wasn't us.
The end cap is broken at the corner there.
Gotta speak up. That doesn't look bad. So it's got pecs. Looks like it's got pecs. Had mice. I'm not seeing the cockroaches like I've seen in the past. Oh, look at that.
Sauces.
The junk drawer. All the sauces you could ever need.
Couple
Beep.
dead bugs in there. I haven't seen
Beep.
anything too crazy, so
I wonder what that
I don't
beeping
know if
noise
there's
is.
a real infestation or not.
Beep.
There's your stove connection here.
Ooh.
3
I want that
prongs.
tape measure. I see he's shining his light on it. I bet you that's gone now.
This is the side that we couldn't get to the windows.
What is that, like a laptop bag or something? I don't
Looks
even
like
know.
there's no screen. Looks like there's no screen in this window. And there's a stove. Pretty dirty.
Beep.
Not the worst.
It's a 9-volt battery, folks.
This cabinet here on the
Speaking
left.
of which, because I get tired of hearing
Is
these beeps all the
sticking.
time, and I don't want the...
There it goes.
Most tenants will just take those smoke detectors and pitch them instead of changing out a battery.
These ones are all kind of
So
sticking.
I don't want that
but it's just something that
liability,
needs to be
even though it's
cleaned.
in their lease that they're supposed to replace the batteries in them. So we're putting in
See if we can get this one.
smoke detectors with 10-year batteries, and you can buy those for about $20 a piece. I think I said this in a previous episode. What you got to do is you go to wherever your favorite box store and look down low, because they put all the high-priced items at eye level because that's where you shop. But if you look down low, you'll find the same products. Usually they're misadvertised, so it won't say it's a 10-year battery. You gotta really not in big letters. It won't say it's a 10-year battery. You gotta look really, really low or really on the package and read it, and then all of a sudden you'll see somewhere in there 10-year battery. Oh, okay, and it's $20. All right, I'll take it. And it's like last time I was at Maynard's, I was looking for. My house is wired for smoke detectors, so they're automatically powered, but they still need a battery backup, right, in case power goes out. So looking and looking and looking. Oh, you can get a 10-year battery for the $20. Oh, you can get hardwired for $20. But hardwired and 10-year battery is 45 or 60 or whatever. And I keep looking and looking and looking, and sure enough, small itty bitty letters, hardwired, and 10-year battery, and it was $25. So gotta have money makers, right? All right, so let's go to video 2. Video 2. Woohoo! Thanks for the likes, guys.
Get it all balanced quite right. Looks about the same as the others. A little bit.
Someday I'll make some money off
And then there's
this.
like,
I don't. Never. It really isn't why I do it, but
some scratches right there in the middle of the cabinet on the door.
it would give me a dopamine hit. That's
Fridge
what
looks
we all
okay on the outside. I'm
It's-
not going to open it. Some browning syrup up there on top, hopefully just the box.
Was there a stove? I
And
can't remember.
That's it for the kitchen. So the
Take the
kitchen
stove.
walls look pretty good.
Yep,
Floor
stove.
looks like it's going to be good. Just needs to be cleaned. I'd say the main thing is just cleaning out in here and check what's going on with that support on the cabinets there. And then that window does need a screen. That's the one I couldn't see from outside on that side of the house.
Just get quieter.
There's the bedroom.
So what did he say?
Check
Did he
what's
say?
going on with that support on the cabinets there. And then that window does need a screen. That's the one I couldn't see from outside on that side of the house.
Did you say we needed to repaint that room? Or did you say we could clean
So
it?
the kitchen walls look pretty good. Floor looks like it's going to be good. Just needs to be cleaned. Floor registers pulled out.
Oops.
Got from outside on that side of the house. There's the bedroom. Got 1, 2, 3 sets of broken blinds. Looks like the one on the far left is not broken. So I guess that one can stay. Floor registers pulled out over there. Don't know why.
Baseboard heat.
Don't see any obvious issues with the register or the dock.
Speak up, Carl. Speak up. Probably just clean it. Okay.
Walls look okay in here. Flooring looks pretty good.
I got it at 100% volume on
Baseboard
the
heater.
video and 100%
And
volume on
ductwork.
the OBS, and I still can't hear it. But I'm going deaf. I'm going deaf.
Closet. Missing the door hardware, the knob there on the bifold door. Back of the door. Missing the plate cover for the outlet there. That's the only outlet in this room. And test this door out.
Woohoo!
Closes, doesn't latch. So that's broken right there. You can see they stapled it back together.
Yeah, staple it
So-
together.
Not quite the way to do it. It didn't really help because
My son kicked it
piece is missing
in,
down
or my
there,
daughter
so,
kicked it in,
um,
and so I'm gonna fix it.
so
Staple
this
it
bedroom's
together.
not bad. I think you're really just looking at those blinds. 3 of those. New door handle for the bifold doors, and I don't think you need to paint. I think that this door got pushed in, and this trim's a little bit the wrong size. So I think maybe that's what's going on right here. You can see there's a couple little nicks to the paint. I think if you get the right size trim, that'll fix that. So that may be the solution there, and then it also needs a new jamb, or probably just a strike plate would really do it, because that'll hold the latch there. And that should do it for that room. On to the next bedroom over here.
Man, bedroom's off the.
Floors look okay, walls look okay, blinds are
on the
broken.
floor. So they don't
And
have
again,
a
we're on the side
furnace
of
in
the
this
house where we
It's
couldn't
got
see
baseboard
for
heater.
screens, but this window does look like it has the screen. And it's pretty good condition. Go ahead and lock that window too. Your bathroom door right here is not doing so well, so I'd say replace that door. Doesn't look too bad in here. Our bathroom floor looks okay. Toilet looks alright. I mean, everything needs to be cleaned, but sink's there. It may need some new caulk on the back of the sink where it comes to the wall. And then shower looks like it's okay as well, as far as I can tell. And medicine cabinet seems to be alright.
Okay, so there is a furnace.
I think that's going to be it in there. We won't test if that door closes since we know we need to replace it anyway. I can't see up there, but I can hold the camera high
Come
enough.
on, get your 6'5" system
So-
going.
you'll be able to tell if there's stuff up there, I guess.
Nope. Didn't look like it.
Here's a screen, I think.
Is that a kitty litter?
But we were not missing the screen in this room. We were in the kitchen. Maybe that's where that goes. And then we're missing.
A couple cushions for you.
There we go. That light fixture right there is just missing the cover.
Nice.
When the door closes, latches, opens. Everything's good on the closet door. There just isn't a door here, and I would think that, I mean, my guess is this is a bedroom. So I would think you need a door, but it doesn't look like it's been removed. But there is the spot for the latch over here. I just don't see where the hinges were.
There's no
Probably for this room, I think your walls are going to be okay. New blinds, clean up the bathroom, replace that door, and put a new door over here.
So really, I mean, the house is not in that bad a shape. I mean, it's trashed out.
Already did the living room.
But
Happy second birthday. Here's
Moni.
our hallway. So, assuming there's not wall damage behind this large banner, I think that
You could have yanked it
in
off.
pretty
Come on
decent
now.
shape. Looks
You
like
Moni
the
won't
return
know.
air grates in good shape. Flooring looks pretty good. It's kind of dirty over here, but I think it's just dirt.
Look, there's a
Little chip in the trim
yeah.
right there. You got smoke detectors beeping. I'm not sure if it's the one in the hallway or a different one. But overall, I'm gonna say the hallway is in pretty good shape.
Hey, Christmas tree.
Let's check this bedroom. Door closes, but it doesn't latch. Alright. You almost got your wish, Lee. I was kind of stuck for a moment,
Dang it.
but I was trapped outside the room.
No, that's not what's supposed to happen.
The closet door then does close and latch. Alright, bedroom door closes, does not latch. Closet door works fine. Closet door looks like it's in okay shape. Here's our closet.
Hey.
There's several holes. That one's like for maybe a phone line coming in. Here's another window screen. Maybe
Yeah,
that fits
missing a
in.
switch
I think
pin.
we found more screens than we had windows missing screens now. So that's a little odd, but there's a hole right behind that little frame right there in the drywall. Floor in here is just like painted wood.
See, it surprises me when
Looks like
people
it's
leave
fine.
houses
Walls
and they
look
leave
alright. Just
all
need to be
this
cleaned
stuff,
out.
right? I mean, there's a couch. There was a couch in the other room. There's a TV somewhere. There's, you know,
Got some furniture left behind.
just a bunch of
couch
stuff that they
here.
leave. So
Window
when they go to the
AC
next house,
and, box
there's a
fan, some
window
miscellaneous
AC.
junk, cable box. Floor's got, like, I can feel some lumps in it, but maybe you can, I don't know if it shows up on camera.
I can see them.
There's kind of some lumps to it, probably from the flooring below, but it's not breaking this floor, so I think you're probably okay. Walls are good. Looks like the blinds in here are even decent. And
So
I think the floors
when
are
these
gonna be
people
okay.
go to the next house, they're going to have to
Assuming that there's
buy
not
all
any
this stuff
issues once
again, right?
everything's-
Couches
all the
and
trash is out.
chairs
In
and
here, I think the only thing is to adjust
beds.
this
You know, a
bedroom
lot of
door
times we
to
get
latch
dishes, like
and
the full cupboard of dishes. You know, like there wasn't
drywall
more
hole
dishes
there
in the
closet.
kitchen.
Just the back of the door, that's in decent shape.
So
There's your
I mean, this
protective baseball
not
bat there too.
fiscally responsible. Is that what I want to say?
We'll save the death pit basement for last.
Come on, death pit basement for everyone. Look at that
I
gap
don't
in
know
the
what we're
door.
gonna call this room. Call it
See?
the back room.
TV,
This back
couch.
room has a couch and a big chair and a bunch of other trash. Big old TV, all need to go. From what I can see, the floor's okay. From what I can see, the walls look okay. The light fixture is missing the globe. Back door latches, closes, it's all good. Christmas came early, I guess. Some stickers on this door.
Oh, oh, oh.
It does close and latch.
Is he trapped?
The door looks alright.
Is he trapped?
So I think.
Dang it, he's not trapped. How am I supposed to have any fun if he doesn't get trapped?
Breaker box is over here.
Nice.
Looks like everything's intact there.
That's just weird.
That blind is missing.
So why is this here? I mean, and that. Why is that all there? I mean, the breakers are right here, but it's not load bearing. I can't imagine that's load bearing. I mean, it's only like 3 feet. Not even that, probably 2 feet. So, but again, do you remove it? It would make it look better, but at the same time, it's an expense because you're going to have to rip this out and then you're going to have to patch the walls. So, I don't know.
Spindle, whatever that stick that you turn to rotate the blinds is. These blinds are broken on the right side there. So I think just the blinds in this room and obviously all the trash, and then assess it again. Might need a tile transition strip. There's this transition strip.
Alright, let me see what I got here. Video 3. Video killed the radio star.
For the, I think this is like a lure floor, some kind of LVP, I think. But there's not a
dang,
edge
dude,
for the
you are so
tile.
quiet.
That might help cover
100%.
up a little crack right there. On the way into the bathroom.
100%.
And we'll check this door.
The door's even louder than you.
It's catching down to the bottom somewhere. I don't really see anything sticking out, but it's catching somewhere near the bottom. May just need a little bit of sanding on the edge of the door. Floors in the bathroom look alright. Vanity, counter.
Hey Kyle, buddy, when you're out in these things,
good.
make sure you walk,
Sink's
put your
dirty.
foot down around the toilet to check and see what the subfloors are like.
Medicine cabinet's alright. Missing a couple light bulbs. Really 3, because that's not the
Because
right
I
light
had a
bulb for that.
situation where I went into a house.
For the vanity light.
I went into a house and happened to be in the bathroom, and I heard some noises outside, so I thought somebody was breaking into my car. And so I went to lean. There was a window, like kind of like this one, where the window is over the toilet. And so I went to lean so that I could look out the window to see what was going on with my car. And in the process, I about fell through the floor because around the toilet, the subfloor had dissolved, and they had just put vinyl flooring over the top of it, so it looked like it was there. I mean, it was like a trap, like a booby trap, because I was the booby. And I basically almost put my foot through the floor because it was just, it looked good, but it wasn't. It was not solid. So, yeah, so that's something to look for. So usually when I go into these houses, so you walk along the edges of the tubs to see, because, water gets splashed out of the tub, or the shower's running and they've got the, whatever, the I forget what they call it, the shower curtain that's supposed to be on the inside of the tub to keep the water inside the tub. And these people will put it on the outside of the tub, and then the water hits that and then rolls down, and then it goes right along this edge right here, and then the subfloors will be real weak because they're rotting out over time. And then around the toilet, they had a leak around the toilet. Nobody wanted to fix it. Ew, it's poo. And so those will start dissolving the subfloors around there. So you want to put your foot down around the toilet to check and see what the subfloor is like there, and then right here by the shower. Can't tell if that's PEX or not.
There.
Looks like it's PEX.
The wood looks. It's maybe a little.
I mean, so somebody
mildewy,
did a rehab
so
on this.
you
They
may
used a
want
kitchen
to,
sink
paint
countertop
it or
though,
something.
for the
This
vanity.
that little window we were looking at from the back, I think. No screen here. Blinds look like they're okay.
Yes, sir,
Toilet's
Mr.
pretty
Boss
nasty in
Man.
here.
Ooh, look at that toilet. Oh my goodness. Should I go back so you can all see it? Look at that tub. Oof.
I think the bathtub's real nasty. I was trying to tell if that's a liner, but I think that's just discoloration. So
Nice.
hopefully it just cleans. I can't tell if this back space over here is like rust or what. But the tub's gonna need to be cleaned. Surround looks alright. And the plumbing fixtures look alright. So I think it's just the actual tub itself needs to be cleaned up. Inside of the
Shut it, shut it,
bathroom door looks okay.
shut it,
Got
shut
some
it.
shelves over here.
You trapped?
Shelves themselves look alright. Lots of trash on them.
He's too smart for us.
I think for that bathroom, you're really just looking at the light bulbs and cleaning. And I guess maybe a screen for that bath window. Let me check and see if there was a fan.
No fan?
Yeah, let me see a fan. And actually, you're missing this little decorative cover on the light fixture if you care. So, if you got an extra one of those laying around, put that on there. But I don't see a fan, so yeah, I'd say that makes the window screen maybe a little more important, since that's supposed to be the ventilation method, whether it's used or not.
Laundry hookups.
And plastering before the basement. Our little accordion door here works, as well as you can hope for one of them to work.
I say
Flooring
yeah, I don't know.
is
You remove
destroyed,
it?
so plan on new floors in this space. Luckily it's small.
You remove that little
There's the
accordion
globe,
door.
I
There's
believe,
water
on
here.
the floor there for
Yeah,
this
that's
light
right here.
fixture here. So,
Yeah.
as long as that doesn't get thrown out with the rest of the trash in here, should be all set there. We're set up for 4-prong dryer, washing machine hookups, has a vent. We saw that was vented outside. Not sure
The
what
heck
this
is
is,
that?
an extra drain.
Extra
Some
drain.
spray foam inside the cabinet for some reason.
Noise.
Cabinets look okay. There's a little scratch on this one right here. Walls look alright. Blinds, a little dirty, but should be usable. So I think in here you're really just looking at putting that light fixture back together, and you gotta put the little cover on the water heater there too, and then new floors.
We're going into the nasty.
That is the extent of our first floor tour.
Into the
we
pit
are
with you.
Off to the basement.
Into the pit. We have a joke in our house. Our basement room has a sump pump pit, and when my son was like 5 or 6, he looked down in there. He was like, "Ew, that's nasty."
down
So
here.
nowadays the joke is if he comes home like a minute late, you know, he's supposed to be home at like 7, and he gets there at 7:01. I'm like, "Into the pit, into the pit." Daddy is not a good daddy. Not if you're going to be a minute late. Come on now.
Lee, you need someone shorter to do this.
Well, you got Allison. You could have sent her in.
Alright. The basement's full of spider webs.
Woohoo! They
Not
keep
very
the other
big.
insects
We're
in
probably
there.
not going to move from right here. The furnace is here.
Wow.
There's a main water shut off over there.
That's
Foundation
nice to
looks
look that up.
old, but intact. Steps seem solid.
Yeah, they look like they're pretty solid. And packs. Like packs
And I think that's going to be it down here.
Woohoo.
And pretty sure that means it's it for the whole house. So we are done.
Miscellaneous. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Final clean. All right. I actually got a big list of stuff, but I don't think it's going to be super expensive. Let's bring it over. Minor fence repairs. So, 250-ish. Run done spouts away from the home. 150-ish. Install screens. Install several screens throughout. I think it was only like 3 or 4. I'm gonna say it's probably $150. I think that's maybe a little light. Clean out gutters and install gutter guards. Okay, so this is probably $100 to clean out the gutters, and then it's probably another $150, $200. So let's say it's about $300, but it should hopefully save us some issues in the future. Minor, I already did that one, didn't I? Minor fence repairs, I did that one already. Trash clean out. This one here is probably going to be about $750. I need to look in my emails here. I had sent a note to the owner yesterday. I can't remember what I quoted him yesterday. Of course. Everything just wants to go all over the other screen. I think I said 500 to 600, so I'm going to probably be light. So 750 for clean out. Minor roof fascia repairs on back of the house. I don't think that'll be that expensive. Maybe 150. Add handrail for back steps. So I'm going to probably say 150. Minor siding repairs on side of house up top. So it seemed like they missed that whole top panel across the one side of the house. So that's probably $50, $75 in materials, and then another $75, so like probably $150. Remove trees growing into siding and soffits. That's probably, man, these guys are killing me on prices lately. Man, I bet you it's $500. You know, I don't know what the deal is, but I mean, I ended up firing a guy this week because he just was messing with us. Oh, hey, there's focus. There it is. Had one of my contractors who does our landscaping stuff. I said, hey, go over to this house and give me an estimate to, you know, trim the trees back away from the house. I mean, it really wasn't a lot. Like at the front 2 corners of the house, the tree, you know, the shrubs had grown massively overgrown. Like, you know, the one was a little tree. Really, is not supposed to be within, you know, 4 or 5 feet of the house, but it had blossomed straight up and was, you know, blooming out. And so anyway, so that one needed to be heavily trimmed. And then there was another big shrub on the side that's probably not supposed to get above 8 feet tall, and it is. And so it needs to be massively trimmed. And then there was just some other little minor stuff that needed to be trimmed. So I mean, not a lot, but you know, I mean, I don't know shrubs, I don't know trees, so my idea is just start cutting, and that's not good for the trees. So anyway, so I had this guy go out and give me a quote, and he's like, $1,000, $1,200 if I add in mulch, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, it's like literally maybe you send 2 or 3 guys over. I can't imagine sending 3 guys over, and they're there for half a day. They're not even going to be there half a day. And so I'm spending $1,000. That's like highway robbery, right? Let's say you pay those guys $100 a day. I doubt you pay those guys $100 a day. And that, you know, $100, so that's $300. And so you jacked it up by $700, you know, $1,000, maybe $500. I mean, but you know, anyway, so I went back to him and so I said, will you do it for $500? And he said, yeah, we'll do it for $500. And so anyways, so he said, we'll be out there on Monday. And so I said, okay. So Monday came and went, they didn't even show up. And so I called him and I'm like, what's the scoop, dude? I had the guy ready to, you know, show you where everything was and all this stuff. He already knew where it all was. I was like, what the heck happened, man? And he's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I got another project, and we just ran over, and blah, 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 and I'll be out there Tuesday. And I'm like, all right, I need you to be there Tuesday because this guy has got a schedule. And so anyway, so he shows up for Tuesday, and so he's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, really, it's going to cost about $700 to get this done, and I'll be back tomorrow to do it. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I go, so you supposedly went out there the first time and quoted me $1,000, but evidently you didn't even go out there. So then you supposedly were supposed to go out there on Tuesday to fix it. You're supposed to go out Monday. You didn't go Monday. You're supposed to go out Tuesday and fix it for $500. Now you show up Tuesday just for 5 minutes to go, now I'm going to do $700 on that, and then you leave. Screw you, dude. You're out. So anyway, so I fired him. All right, so pressure washer. Sorry, I got a story going. Scrape and paint trim around the windows. This is probably... So the way, a lot of times when you don't know how to price something, then you need to consider that you're going to bring a guy out, or how many guys is it going to take to do it, and how long is it going to take them to do it. So, scrape and paint trim around the windows, that's probably a 1 or 2 man job. So probably a couple $100. Maybe you're going to have $25 in paint. They're going to go out there and scrape, get the loose stuff off, and then they're going to caulk it and paint it. So let's say it's $50 this thing. So it's probably around, let's say $350, $250, $350. Repair front steps, railings, handrail for front steps. So this one here is probably about $250. What did I charge for the upstairs one, or the back one? Handrail $150. It's about $250 because we're going to do a little bit of patchwork on the concrete. Interior touch-up paint. So I just don't know what we're going to do with the interior here. We really can't. I can't assess the walls or the floors until all the crap is out of the house, right? So luckily we've got our guy going over this weekend to clear out the house. So we'll go from there. So interior touch-up. I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't know at this point. We're going to assess interior paint. So I don't have it budgeted. I'm not going to budget it at this point. Assess kitchen cabinet support. There was that big pole in the middle of the holding up the cabinet, we think. We don't know. We're going to have to assess that. Several blinds need replaced. Didn't I already put that in there? I thought I did. Maybe not. Oh, screens maybe? I don't know. So let's say 150. Couple of switch outlet covers need to be replaced. We'll just include that under miscellaneous. Repair door jamb. Repair in bedroom off kitchen. Repair door jamb. Repair in, okay. In bedroom off kitchen. So that's probably $100. Replace bathroom door off bedroom. So the door itself is, what do we say there, up to like $60 for the door itself. And then to install it, so it's probably about $100. Caulk sink and shower bathroom. We'll put that under miscellaneous. Install door on bedroom off kitchen. So there was no hinge marks, so we'll have to do that. So let's just say it's another $100. Repair as needed doors, so they often, this might be more, let's do 125. Repair as needed doors, so they open, close, latch, or that's miscellaneous. Assess lumpy floor in bedroom, we need to assess it. Replace light fixture in back bedroom, so let's just say that you can get 2 packs for 20, is it 20 or $30? I don't even know. Maybe it's 30 now, I can't remember. So I'm gonna say it's probably $50. Make back exterior door weather tight, again miscellaneous. We're just gonna add weather stripping, tile transition strip for bathroom off the floor, that's off of living room, blah. I would consider that miscellaneous. Replace flooring in laundry room. So I don't know the measurements on that room. I'm looking at you, Kyle. So let's say it's is it 30 square feet, you think? 5 by 6? It's probably bigger than that. So let's say it's 50 square feet, so we probably got $150 here. Replace light in laundry room door. I'm going to include that in this because we're going to get a 2-pack of those lights. Miscellaneous. I just don't know. I mean, as trashed out as the house is, I mean, it looks in decent shape, but as trashed out as it is inside, I just don't know until we clear out the house. So I'm going to say 750 at this point. Final clean on this house. There's no carpet, so we don't have to mess with those. Thank God. So final clean is probably 350 because that tub looked horrible. All right, so let's run our numbers. Ooh, I've got caps lock on. Calculator. 250 plus 150 plus 150 plus 300 plus 750 plus 150 plus 150 minus 15 plus 150. Where was I at? 750, 150. 750, 150, 150, okay. 150 plus 500 plus 250 plus 350 plus 250 plus 150 plus 100 plus 100 plus 125 plus 50 plus 150 plus 750 plus 350. 5175. Oof. So it was a little higher than I thought. Now I need to re-add these before, because I got screwed up in the middle of this. 250 plus 150 plus 150 plus 300 plus 750 plus 150 plus 150 plus 150 plus 500 plus 250 plus 350 plus 250 plus 150 plus 100 plus 100 plus 50 plus 150. Okay, so my numbers are off again. All right, I'll do this offline. I'll have to re-add it, make sure I got the numbers right. I did screw something up in here, I think. Does it show? Does it show? Looks right. I don't know. I'll do it later. So we'll go with 5175. So let's pull up our cash flow analysis. Let me pull that sheet over here. Of course, realistic closed down, so I don't know what the property taxes are like on this bad boy. Let's do this real quick. So this is a, what was it, a 3-bedroom? So $750 a month probably, because there's no garage. We're going to go for our 8%. We're going to go for 10%. We're going to go for 2%. We're going to go for 10%. Property taxes are, what the heck is this? Well, it's 2 full baths. That's nice. Property taxes on this bad boy are $1,500 a year. Oops. Those are kind of high. Property insurance should be about $550. So, what did he pay for it originally? Oof. Did he buy that? No. 2017, 55,000. So we paid 55 for it. We're going to put another 5,175. 5,175 times 1.2, 6,200 into rehab. Let's say pay $1,000 to buy it. Land assessed value just for poops and giggles. 12.7. Wow. City has a high value on that bad boy. 30 years, 5% interest. Okay, so $750 a month, $1,500 taxes, $550 for property insurance, 8% 1 month a year. We're going to have vacancy credit loss. Average maintenance and repair costs 10%, 2% for accounting and legal, 10% for property management. About 30% of our gross rents go towards that cred. So net operating income is $354 a month. That's not bad. This is not a performer. 6.83%. cash flow. If he owns it outright, he's making 6.83%. Now, if he refinanced it, if he could find a bank that would give him a loan of 62, well, his basis is 62,200, which that shouldn't be too bad to get a bank that would loan that, because it'll be over 50 grand. So he would, well, oh, sorry, the loan would be 43,540. So he'd have to find a bank that would loan less than 50 grand. So if he did a loan on it, his mortgage payment, let's say 30 years, 5% interest, his mortgage payment would be 233.73. So his cash flow will be 120.44. It's not horrible cash flow when you've got debt service. Between 100 and 200 is what I would really want. But that still brings his cash on cash return to 7.75%. It's not a stellar deal, folks. I think he could do better, especially next year. 27.5. Let's say his tax rate is 25%. He would cash flow 157.94 after depreciation. So not that great of a deal. I think he paid too much on the front end for it, but the tenant that's been there has been there forever. So not horrible. So if we got this lower, just out of curiosity. Yeah, it's still an 8%er, so it's really not a great stellar performer. Yeah. So anyway, all right. If you guys have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them below. Click the like if you like the video. Appreciate you guys' time. Ask any questions. I got them. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.